to my video. My name is Anastasia Sirait with IDN 41911111064. Now, on this video, I will explain to you about chapter 7, namely Pythagoras School of Mathematics. Enjoy this video! So guys, Pythagoras was a Greek mathematician and philosopher who is best known for his theorems. Took the theorem known to be known as the father of numbers. He made an important contribution to philosophy and religious teachings in the late 6th century. His life and teachings are not very clear due to the many legends and stories, artificial stories about himself. Pythagoras had a great role in the world of mathematics. One of the relics of Pythagoras' famous legacy is the famous Pythagorean theorem. Pythagoras, which states that the square of the hypotenuse of a triangle, the right angle, is equal to the sum of the squares of the legs, or the sides of the right angles. Although the facts in this theorem were well known before the birth of Pythagoras, this theorem is credited to Pythagoras because he was the first to prove this observation mathematically. Now I will explain about first Pythagoras school. The first Pythagoras and Theano Pythagoras was born in Samos, and the coast of the Greek island that we know today as Turkey. According to Lambricus, Porphyry, and Diognesis Laertius, Pythagoras learned from the Babylonians, and he may have met the prophet Daniel in Babylon. From the clay tablet Plimpton, we know that the Babylonians actually worked on the theory of the Pythagorean triangle, and Pythagoras learned it from them. Pythagoras may have been the first to discover proof of the Pythagorean theorem, but of course he was not the one who discovered the theorem himself. According to Lambricus, Porphyry, and Diognesis Laertius, Pythagoras also learned from Magi or Zoroastrian schools. Of course, it was impossible for Pythagoras to speak directly to Zoroaster himself. It is also unlikely that Pythagoras studied in India. He believed in reincarnation, which of course belongs to the native Indians. Perhaps Pythagoras had met Buddha, who lived at the same time, and Pythagoras moved to Chorton, a city in southern Italy, and found the Pythagorean Brotherhood. He married a Pythagorean woman named Theano. Theano was probably the first mathematician. The second is number mysticism, while Thales stated that all is water. Pythagoras taught that all is number. For Pythagoras, this meant that everything could be understood in terms of whole numbers and their ratio. Especially, each line segment is a whole number or whole number ratio. Despite the discovery of the irrationality of the length of the diagonal of a square with side length 1 made by the followers of Pythagoras, and Pythagoras himself was not aware of this. Pythagoras gave a special place to the number 10. He called this number the exalted number. He was interested in the number for the following reasons. This figure was used by the ancient Greeks as a basic for calculation. As the sum of the first four positive integers, it represents 3 dimensions with 1 for points, 2 for lines, 3 for planes, and 4 for space. Finally, there are 10 points in the 5-point star Pythagoras. The third is Pythagoras School of Mathematics. The Pythagorean school derived from all their mathematical discoveries for Pythagoras, but not in fact, we know of only a single dominant theorem. Pythagoras' achievements include the following. First, proof of the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean school is responsible for the proof of this theorem discovered by Euclid. They also found proof of the opposite of this theorem. The second is average. The Pythagorean school examines the arithmetic mean a plus b divided by 2 and the geometric mean ab. The harmonic mean 2 times 2ab divided by a plus b and the relationship between them. The fifth is irrationality root. The Pythagoras school found that root is not a ratio of whole numbers. They use the integer solution of the equation x the power of 2 minus 2y the power of 2 equal to 1 to find a good approach. So guys, the study of figurative number recalls a major part of number theory. One of the highlights of the career of C.F. Gauss, 1777 until 1855, was his proof that every positive number is the sum of three triangular numbers. As another example, in a 1989 paper entitled Journal of Number Theory by N. Jacques and B. de Weger show that there are exactly 6 triangular numbers that are the product of 3 consecutive integers. The range of this triangular number is 258.474.216. The second is Pythagorean school and irrationality. The lengths of a NB are said to be equal if there are positive integers p and g such that equal. When the Pythagorean school stated that everything was a number, the Pythagorean school meant to imply that all pairs of lengths were equal. In the Pythagorean school, the number in question is rational number. Unfortunately, they soon discovered that the diagonals of a square did not match the sides. The proof of all this is found is Aristotle's prior analytic 41:23 until 30. Suppose ABCD is a square whose sides have length 1. By the Pythagorean theorem, the diagonal AC is of length root, so that equal where P and Q are positive integers. We can assume that P and Q are relatively prime, have no common factors. In particular, we can assume that P and Q are not even numbers. And then now P2 now P the power of 2 equals to 2Q the power of 2, so that P2 is an even number. In the Pythagorean school, it is well known that the square of an odd number is odd, where the square of an even number is even. So, from the statement that P the power of 2 is even, it means that P is even, so that P equal to 2R. So, 2R the power of 2 equal to 2G the power of 2, and that's why G2 equal to 2R2, but this means that G is an even number. Contradictory. The assumption that AC and AB are said to be equivalent is impossible, At first, the Pythagorean school tried to keep this discovery secret. It reduced its philosophy. Some say it was Hippasus for 470 before century who leaked this secret, and he was drowned as punishment for what he had done. The Greeks did not know how to handle 2 in an arithmetic or algebraic way. However, they knew that 2 was the length of the diagonal, and the Greeks turned to geometry to explain it. And then the problem of inequalities is one reason why the ancient Greeks took of the distributive law B plus C equal to AB plus AC as the rule of addition for rectangle of equal width A. So guys, my explanation about chapter 7 has finished. I hope you understand about my explanation, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.